Hey y'all, and welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I'm going to do this reading on Jerrold Zunie. He was 53 years old when he went missing. He is from New Mexico, Pueblo, New Mexico. And that is all the information I have other than he went missing in August of 2022. There's literally nothing else on him. Like what he was doing or where he was at when he went missing other than where he lived. So we're going to try to pull some cards and see what may have happened to Mr. Jerrold. Four of Wands. So I don't know if he had a family. I'm assuming he did have a family because the Four of Wands is family, home, celebration. This is happiness, joy within your family. So he could have been either moving like into a new home. He could have been moving back into a new home with his family. He could have been going to a celebration. Maybe there was a birthday party or a some sort of celebration. It was in August, so it could have been something along those lines in the fall or something. If this wasn't a celebration for his family, could have been a group of people that were like his family to him. But the Four of Wands is a celebration, so I'm assuming he was going to something celebratory to somebody's house is what I'm getting from this card. Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is letting go of something, leaving something behind. He could have been leaving behind his family home. Maybe he was moving out. That's why the Eight of Cups could be here. It can also be here from just letting go and leaving behind something that wasn't making him happy or something that wasn't serving him. But this is letting go of something, turning your back on something. So he might have had some issues with family because, like I said, the Four of Wands could be family. It can also be celebration. But it can be along the lines of, with the Eight of Cups being here, this would not be celebratory. This would be turning his back on something that maybe his family they weren't helping him, or they weren't being there for him. And this could be just turning his back on his family home. Maybe he was moving out. It could be a multitude of things, but the Eight of Cups is turning your back on something that isn't serving you. It isn't easy. It's an emotional thing. This could have been something that affected him very much. So he could have turned his back on something and it affected him greatly. This could have been something he didn't want to do, but he had to for his own self-being. So the The Eight of Wands is heading in a different direction. So it's like he just turned his back on something that really bothered him, was a lot of emotion for him, and he didn't know what to expect because you see the moon is there, and he didn't know what to expect moving forward because now he was on his own. So this is saying that there's a lot of things ahead of him he didn't know, he didn't expect, he didn't know what was ahead of him. The Eight of Wands is moving quickly, moving totally in a different direction. So I kind of feel like maybe his family didn't think he would do this, or somebody around him did not think this is what he would do. But this is heading in a totally different direction, from away from family, away from home, away from the things you know. So he was running from something or walking away from something. Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands can be a messenger. This can be someone bringing you a message. They have one message to deliver, or one thing to do. They're not they don't have a big agenda. They're centered on what they're doing. Sometimes the Knight of Wands can come in and they can be a little reckless with what they're doing because they have one thing on their mind and the stuff around them that they may mess up along the way. They're not thinking about that. But the Knight of Wands comes in quickly. He takes care of what he needs to do. He's on a mission. The Knight of Wands is on a mission. So this could have been somebody that brought him a message, had a message for him, and maybe he went and met them. This could have been someone that he met and things didn't turn out, like he thought they would. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands and see why the Knight of Wands is here. But this is someone that had one mission in their mind, and that's where they were headed. And this could have been him. Maybe he had one thing on his mind when he turned his back, and that's what he was thinking about. He was thinking, this is my direction, this is where I want to go, this is the mission I'm on. So this is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like a wounded warrior. It's like, putting some things behind you, and you've been through a lot of things, and you've got everything behind you that you've accomplished, and you've made it through, and now you're picking up the one you have left, and you're determined to stand your ground. So he could have been through a lot, seen a lot, and was just tired of everything. So he was just trying to make a change for himself. Queen of Cups. So this could be somebody around him that was very loving, gave him advice, very nurturing. Somebody that always looked at the emotional side of things, was kind of soft about things, so he could have went to this person and got advice or talked to them, and they just kind of approached it in a soft-hearted way. They didn't like jump or scream and yell and things like that, get upset. The Queen of Cups is emotional, and she is it is a water sign, so she can get very emotional about things and get upset, but not like the yelling, screaming upset. So this could have been somebody that he went to for help, somebody that was very intuitive, somebody that tried to see both sides, but tried to help in the same manner. This could have been someone his age. I kind of feel like it was somebody older that was talking to him. And there's a lot of emotion in that, and with the Eight of Cups. So this is most probably someone he knew, probably someone he was related to. Whatever advice he went and got from the Queen of Cups caused movement. That's what the Chariot is. The Chariot is movement, quick movement. It could be moving, like literally picking up and moving from your home. Like I said before, he was moving, going in a different direction. This could have been going on a trip. Maybe he was taking a break, I want to go on a little trip and get away from people. I do feel like if he didn't take himself on a trip over water or over a bridge or near water, I feel like someone did take him in that direction. Because I feel like this is movement, and it's quickly, and it's a little ways away from where he would live, and probably near water, in an area that has quite a bit of water. That's the Chariot. The Tower. This movement caused the Tower, and the Tower can be good or bad. I mean, it does, it is the ending of something. It's definitely the ending of something. It's something that you don't see coming. It's like the crumbling of one foundation and then the building up of another. You can't stop the Tower. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So whatever happened here, whatever rocked his foundation, he did not see this coming. So my guess is he was around someone that he trusted, someone that he was talking to, and someone that he trusted, because whatever happened that day, he did not see it coming. Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is letting something go emotionally that doesn't serve you. Up there you see the Eight of Cups. Now we're here at the Five of Cups. The difference in the Five and the Eight of Cups is you have actually let it go and you're walking away as the Eight of Cups. Down here, this is where you can't let it go. You're having a hard time letting it go. You can't see the new beginning because you're concentrating on what is spilt. You're concentrating on the cups that are there on the ground before you. You don't see the two cups that are behind you and that can help lead you to a new beginning. So once this Tower come in, it's something he didn't totally expect. He just didn't see a new beginning there. He just didn't see that he had other options. So this is telling me that he just couldn't let go of the shock of whatever happened. But he did have two offers behind him, or two ways or two solutions. He just didn't see them. The Ace of Cups. So maybe this was a relationship that he was hoping for, that he was wishing for. This might have been maybe he was moving out and wanting to move in with this person. This could have been that type of relationship. The Ace of Cups is a new start, new beginning. And it is emotional. It is an emotional offer. It is excitement, joy, new feelings, new things coming out. It did come out when it fell. It did fall sideways, so I feel like whatever relationship he was looking forward to came to a standstill. It was just not happening, and I think he thought that he was going to have a relationship with someone, and I think this person just basically changed that for him. They kind of, well, they shook his foundation and pulled the rug from under him. I don't know how long he went, like how long it was in between where he went missing. The Hermit is about taking time for yourself. I'm trying to get it up where y'all can see it. Taking time for yourself, self-reflection, just being by yourself, not letting anybody know where you're at, thinking about things. So I don't know if he took quite a bit of time to himself and he was just not letting people know where he was at. And with the Hermit, you will find your way. You know, he's got the little light there, so, you know, with your intuition, you will find your way back. You just needed that reflection time and that time to yourself. But I feel like he probably took some time and nobody knew where he was at. Why is the Hermit here? Like, I feel like he was like hiding somewhere where nobody would know where he was at, just where he could be left alone. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant can also be an advisor, somebody you go to for advice. The Hierophant is a teacher, a counselor. They can also be a lawyer. They can be somebody in the legal field. But this is someone that's wise. They know, they've had experience and they know about a lot of things. They don't often tell you what to do, but they will tell you ideas and ways that you can work things out. That's why you see the key there. It's like you hold the key. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can advise you and lead you in the right direction, but you have to choose the way. So with the Hermit being here in the Hierophant, he might have sought legal advice. He might have sought counseling. You know, he might have just been, he could have been in a type of rehab for a while. I mean, just anything of those kind of sort of things. The Knight of Pentacles. So this Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. It's like things have been slow and steady, but you have to have a lot of patience with the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles, you see, he's at a standstill. He's really not moving. He's just kind of looking around and holding on to his pentacle there. So the Knight of Pentacles is slow and steady. They don't move too fast. They don't get excited. And if you're receiving a message from the Knight of Pentacles, this can be a long time coming. You could wait forever for this message from the Knight of Pentacles, because they do not get in a hurry. It's a slow and steady process, and they want to make sure they get everything right along their way. So this could have been, he could have been waiting on a message and it never came. With Pentacles in here, it could have been an earth sign for him. There's a lot of cups in here. And this could be law enforcement has been waiting on answers for a long time for his case, for any kind of clues and leads. And there isn't any. There are none. And it's kind of like they're at a standstill now. So the Five of Swords is a conflict. It can be the ending of something. It can be a defeat. It also can be a defeat that is, it's like, was it worth it? You know, like, it's an empty defeat. You know, it's like you did something and you ended something, but you're not happy about it. It's hard. It's going to be hard for you to move on from that. So it is a defeat, and it is the ending of something. But sometimes it can be at what cost? At what cost that can be. The High Priestess. So I did get hers, you know, sideways, not in reverse, and not up, straight up. But the High Priestess is about using your intuition, seeing things that you didn't see before, kind of a mystery. Also, the High Priestess can be a mystery. She doesn't talk a lot. She doesn't tell all of her secrets. She's kind of a quiet High Priestess. She observes. She does a lot of observing instead of talking. So with it being sideways, it could have been he wasn't paying attention to his surroundings. He wasn't watching around him. He was just kind of in that upset world where he wasn't paying attention to the things around him. I feel like he done something, he knew better, and he had better thoughts of it, but I feel like he done it anyway just because he was already upset and he was already not where he wanted to be and things. So he was just like, you know, forget it, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I feel like he should, whatever he done that day, he shouldn't have. He should have followed his instincts, and he was not doing that. Yeah, it was something new for him, something that he had never done before, so he just kind of jumped right in. He took that leap of faith and just jumped right in, and I feel like it turned out to be not what he thought it was. I feel like he had that little nagging doubt to not do it, but he did it anyway, and was hoping that since, you know, other things didn't work out for him, he was hoping that, you know, well, screw it, I'll just try something new that I haven't done before. And I feel like that's what happened to him. The Hanged Man is about taking time for yourself, seeing things in a different perspective, taking things in. It's like seeing how you didn't see things before, thinking outside the box a little bit. I do feel like the police need to think outside the box a little bit with him. I feel like they just think he just wandered off and he got in an accident and he got hurt and they can't find him. That's what I feel like they think happened. But nobody, I don't know that they have searched for him. So I don't know that they've really took a time to search for him. So I don't feel like he's with us any longer. That's when the Ace of Swords came in for. Is he no longer with us? And I did get the Ace of Swords for that. I do kind of feel like there was two people around him when this happened. I don't know anything about New Mexico, the landscape or anything. I do feel like maybe where he's at, there are some type of flowers around there. I don't know that they're sunflowers. But I feel he's near more rocks, like red rocks, canyon-like looking rocks. But there's also flowers out there. It's really weird. It's kind of sporadic. But I do feel like he did something that he hasn't done before. Like a new experience with something that he's never done before, and I do feel like he second guessed it, but then he just changed his mind and went anyway. I feel at least two people. So one of them may already be in prison for something already. Oh, you can't see it. In prison for something already that they unrelated to his case. So they may already be in prison for something that they did after his disappearance. And I do feel like there was a female involved in it. I did say that earlier, a man and a woman involved in it. Though a man may be in prison, or he may have done a done time before and then got out and then done this, so he may not, that he might have been in prison before or after this happened. But I do feel like it was a man and a woman that was involved, and I feel like they kind of might feel the authorities may know who done this, but I think maybe what might be holding them up is his not knowing where he's at. I know a lot of cases they'll still arrest him without any evidence, but of the person, of the body or the remains. But I think there's something going on with them knowing what might have happened, but they can't prove it, and they can't find him. So that may be the holdup in his case. And then again, it may be that they just didn't do a whole lot of. I feel like they didn't do a whole lot in the beginning, and I feel like something might have came to them by accident, but now they can't prove where he's at, so they cannot arrest this person. I don't think they have enough evidence for that. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, everyone. I do hope you have a blessed rest of the day, and love and light.